Going live.
All right.
How's it going, everyone? No intro tonight. This is going to be a simple night. That was my fault. I forgot to upload the intro. So so we'll just start it off. Welcome to the Friday Regards. Welcome everyone in, and I'm going to hand it off to Ryan. Go ahead, Ryan.
How's everybody doing? Let me mute my side here. I'd like to welcome everybody in here. We have Ken, Mr. Bluegrass Bearded here. Hope everyone's good. Looks like we have Jordan in here, Mr. Landshark, Mr. Votto.
What's up,
Gabe.
Bill? Votto.
So everyone else,
What's up, guys?
you're watching. Hope you guys are having a good Friday. Ken, how's your Friday going?
Friday is over, and I'm very happy about that. It's been a long couple of months getting ready for some stuff at work, so it's finally light at the end of the tunnel.
All right.
Good.
What's up, Chad?
Chad.
What's up, Chad?
Let's get to know you a little bit more, Ken. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Ken, I think most everybody here knows me. Got a YouTube channel, do all kinds of, I don't know, I'm a goofball with a camera. I like doing this stuff, making videos and talking about beard stuff and hanging out with people and just having fun. So married, I think you guys all know Mel too. She's a big part of the channel. I always tell people that Bluegrass Bearded is not just me. I'm just the face in the videos. She calls herself my agent, so she's definitely a huge part. We got 3 kids, normal life, nothing extravagant. I work in IT, and I hang out with all you cool people.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you can't be involved in the beard community without knowing Mrs. Bluegrass. Mel, definitely. The cookie queen takes the cake, definitely.
Well, she's definitely the better bluegrass, that's for sure.
I've heard that a lot. I've heard you say that a few times.
She's a big supporter. I say that. So.
Yeah, yeah.
I just noticed, like, whenever you look at when a post is done by her, she's always very positive, talking about community. You know, just very. It's a good lead for people to have the right mindset when they go into this community, is to see, oh, okay, this is what we're about. You know, it's to set example.
Yeah. Yeah, we have the same mindset as far as being optimistic, being positive, not being, positive to the point where like, oh, there's no problems and everything's perfect and there's no issues, but to the point that there's no sense in bringing it into this, right? We have issues and things day to day like everybody else, but this community and this thing for us is where we leave all that at the door. And just have fun with people.
Oh, absolutely.
The way it should be.
Yeah.
So since
Second favorite mod. We don't want to forget about him.
Vato is my self-proclaimed second favorite mod. He's a good dude. I like Vato.
I'd call it Vato's an awesome mod. I'd say he's definitely a second favorite for us too. So.
Yeah. He's just a good dude.
Vato's awesome.
Yep.
Hey, what's up, Diablo?
David?
What's up, man?
So Ken, as everybody knows, you're a huge Packers fan. So what do you the schedule just released, so what games are you intrigued about this coming season?
So definitely week 1 versus the Saints. All of these Saints fans in here. I don't know if they're in here or not, but you got Tyson, Walt's here. Who else we got? Jay Cruz, Bearded Troy, all the guys that like to talk smack during the season and then lose just like we did.
Yeah. Well, it's fun. It's all fun.
Absolutely. That was a lot of fun, man,
bang.
getting into the whole Packers Saints conversation last year.
It kept the things interesting. Like, I would open up my phone and I would see, you or Ryan kind of messing with Troy and Jay Cruz, and it's just, it was great.
That's what's fun in this community. You get people poking at each other for fun, but it's just for fun, and it makes things
It's like
makes these live streams fun because you've got you've got your little inside stories that you can kind of bring out on the live streams.
It's
Yeah.
like a guy's locker room, just guys just kind of chopping it up, joking around, having fun.
Yeah. But yeah, huge Packers fan. It's funny. I became a Packers fan. People always want to know why am I a Packers fan, but I live in Kentucky, right? I mean, first of all, there's Packers fans all over the country. So the Packers are one of those teams that it's not just a Wisconsin team. There are fans everywhere. You have the Packers like that. You have the Cowboys, the Patriots. There's certain teams that their fan base is just everywhere. But the reason I became a Packers fan was I was 9 or 10 years old when Brett Favre started playing for the Packers, and I just happened to be watching that game. And I've been a Packers fan ever since. And then in the Army, when I met Mel, we were stationed in Germany together, and she was from Wisconsin. So, I mean, it was just meant to be.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm a Navy kid, so I didn't really get to settle down anywhere until I got to about 13, 14, and that's when I settled down in Texas. I played soccer my whole childhood, so I had no idea what American football was until about 13. And we moved from Spain to Texas. And my dad was like, "Hey, you want to play Pop Warner?" And I'm like, "Sure, I guess I'll learn it." He goes, "Okay, so start watching football with me now. You get a familiarity of what football is." So that's when I started watching the Packers and fell in love with Brett Favre and Reggie White. I'm like, I'm gonna be a fan of this team. So,
Yeah.
Man, that was like the golden age of NFL. Was like the Niners, the Packers, Dallas. Like that area, just you had such great teams. You had Brett Favre, John Elway, Troy Aikman. It was such a cool time.
Yeah. I always wonder, we talk about stuff like that, how, music used to be so much better and there was a golden era of football. I wonder if our kids are going to say the same thing about this era. Our kids growing up watching Tom Brady and the guys now, Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees, and are they going to say that about this time period?
Yeah, I wonder about that too.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, because a lot of eras have had that. You jump back to like my dad's 70 some years old, so he had that in his era. He had some of those guys that really stuck out, and so yeah, you probably do. That's a good point.
Yeah,
it comes up with every generation.
The time when
I think a lot of it is what in our childhood, who we kind of see as our heroes we look up to, and then I think that's what defines that for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a huge Brett Favre fan. The whole story with the Packers, the legacy that he holds, and the whole cancer thing with him and his wife, and just he's a big inspiration to me to this day. So
yeah.
What do you guys think about Aaron Rodgers? Do you think he's going to leave? Is he officially left the Packers? Do you think if he does leave the Packers, who do you think the Packers are going to? Or do you feel confident in the quarterback that they will use? What are y'all's thoughts?
I just want to know what's going to happen at this point. We went through this at the end of Brett Favre's career. It was always back and forth, and then I don't know. I love the Packers, but they seem to have a good way of messing up the end of a quarterback's career. I don't know why that is.
Yeah,
I agree. I kind of side with Rodgers. I know some of his problems have been aired publicly. Like he has no say, he has no control. A couple years back, they let go of his quarterback coach without telling him. 2 years ago, I was a big fan of Jake Kummerow. I bought his jersey. Luckily, they have that jersey insurance where you can return it within a week of purchasing it because they let him go right when the season started. And I thought he was going to be a huge asset for the Packers offense. He had the speed, he had the height, and he just knew how to play. And Aaron Rodgers was a big fan of him, and they cut him randomly. So that's one of the issues that he's having, and I feel for him because he's done so much for us, and he just has no respect, in my opinion. So
yeah.
What's up, Gary?
I guess that's like when a team, you got like a GM, he looks at this quarterback, he's like, well, you play for the team, you don't have a say, even though you want to say, you don't necessarily have a say. But if you're going to tell a quarterback, hey, you're going to have a say in this, you're going to do this, you're going to do it, well, then you got to stick to your word. You can't just tell a quarterback what they want to hear and then just completely ignore, what I'm saying? Like, you got to kind of deliver on your promises, even if it's not in writing. I feel like in that type of profession, you got that much money going around. You better deliver on your promises, because now they're going to have a multi-million-dollar quarterback walking out the door.
Yeah. I mean, traditionally, teams have always kind of allowed their franchise quarterback to be a part of decisions like that. So it's not like he's asking for something that's never been done before.
Right. Absolutely. Drew Brees had a lot to say in what happened.
You think Tom Brady wasn't running the Patriots?
I know,
yeah,
right?
I was going to say that. I was going to say, have somebody tell Tom Brady he can't have who he wants and do what he wants. So
he got Gronk to come back.
So
what's that?
He got Gronk to come back, Gronkowski.
Well, they told Brady whenever they brought him to Tampa, they were like, "What do you want? We'll do it for you."
Yeah.
So
and supposed to be Edelman's heading that way too. So
yeah,
there's certain duos like that it pays to have them together, because they just work together so well.
Yeah.
And so I can see the teams letting them do whatever they want to get that player on with them, because they know, the relationship that they have. Hey, Clint.
Hey, what's up, Clint?
And there's the better Bluegrass. How are you, Mel?
Hello, Mel.
She just came back from Kroger.
Okay. We don't have that down
make
here.
more cookies.
No.
No, I think she picked up brats. That's brats being from Wisconsin.
I actually making those for dinner tonight. I actually have them marinated in the fridge right now. So
there you go.
So let's
So Ryan,
go ahead.
Sorry. You're from Wisconsin, but you're living in Texas?
No,
Question
I'm actually
to you.
from Texas, living
from
in Wisconsin.
Texas, live in Wisconsin. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I misread you there when you said Texas before, I guess. Hey,
I was a Navy
the
kid.
other Ken's in the house.
Hey, what's up, Ken?
What's up, Ken? Lived around the world for a little bit, and then my dad retired in Texas, and I just lived most of my childhood there, and then grew up there until I met my wife, and then we moved out.
So if you don't mind me asking, what made you guys move up to Wisconsin?
Well, we lived in California. I met her on Instagram, and I left my job in Texas to move out there with her because she has a son, and I didn't want to take him away from his father and start that whole new life. So I moved out there for her. I told her California was just outrageously expensive. So I was a licensed sheriff's deputy in Texas. So when we moved back there, I did that for about a year until that whole shooting in 2015-16 happened in Dallas. I just got married, just had a son, and I felt really uncomfortable. And I decided to get out of law enforcement. So the town we lived in was Amarillo, just north of Lubbock. It's a farm town. Job market's very limited. It's either farming or just local fast food jobs around the area. So we ended up moving back to California. We did that for a couple of years, and then my parents lived up here, and they talked us into coming up here to talk about how cheap it was and how better it was to raise your kids. And so we took up on the offer, and so far we've loved it and done very well. So
yeah, we love Wisconsin. We will live up there within the next 5 to 7 years.
We'll definitely be hanging out. So
yeah, man.
Well, Ken, let's break the ice. Let's talk about that new post that you have floating around on IG.
What's that?
Your app. What is your plan for that? What's
that's a good question.
What's your idea?
Yeah, so the reason I wanted to develop an app is because I've got a website. I created a website when I first started doing this because I downloaded what's it called? The links, Linktree and InstaBio, and there's a few of those. I downloaded some of those, but they don't give you much control. You can post some links and, it's cool and all, but I wanted to have my own control to do whatever I wanted to do. So I created the website, which is awesome. It's been great for the channel. I mean, it definitely helps drive, people towards the channel. It puts everything in one central hub that I do. So an app is just another avenue to do the same thing. I mean, a lot of people, these things are everything, right?
Yeah.
These aren't really phones anymore. Let's be honest. I mean, so I want to have an option out there for people to be able to get in touch with me or whatever they want to do that they would do through the website, and app will give that extra layer. A lot of people prefer apps, even myself. I prefer apps over websites. So that was my motivation for that, was just another avenue to get my site out there.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I know a couple of beard companies that have their own apps, but you're probably one of the first influencers and YouTubers to have an app based on your channel. Am I right?
There's a couple. I'm definitely not the first, but
I think Maverick has one.
Maverick has one, yeah.
Maverick Beards has one.
Yeah.
But that one would come with like an SAP button, because there's some, words in England that you can't really understand in English. So it has that.
Perfect timing.
I'm just messing with you.
What's up, Neil?
Hello. I thought I'd just pop in and say hi to my good pal Ken and all my buddies on the regard.
Yeah, we got to catch up, man. It's been a while.
How you been, my friend? You all right?
Doing good, man. You're up late.
Yeah, just finished my one, mate. I was just unpacking, so I just sort of quickly jumped on my phone just to say hi and see how everybody's doing. And I was just watching you on the live stream there and talking about soccer.
Soccer, yes.
Soccer, yeah.
Yeah.
Football.
Green Bay Packers.
Well, we were talking about football also, so yeah.
No, it's not. Yeah, Ken, what do you use when you play your version of football? Primarily, what body type? Yeah, no. Come on.
Your hands.
Your hands. Yeah, should be called handballs, really, shouldn't it? Hey, come on.
You do use your hands. That's accurate.
Hey, we got a couple cool bald heads in here now. So
what's up, D-Rex?
I'm about to go there with mine, honestly. I'm thinking about it this summer.
In case, it's gonna be awesome, man. It's gonna be a relief. You'll never have to worry about having bed hair.
That's another type of foosball, yeah.
I've started a debate now, haven't I? I'm sorry.
So if I can answer Billy Rogers' question on the app, so no, it'll be iOS and Android. Actually, I've got the beta version installed on my phone. So this is what it will look like.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
That's really cool.
I'm waiting on Android, Google Play and Apple to approve it.
So you'll be able to do you can buy your merch. You can inquire on logos and digital art. You can just maybe ask for some bluegrass cookies. Just pretty much all of it, right?
Yeah, everything that's on the website. I developed it in a way that whenever I update the website, the app will automatically stay up to date too. So
that's awesome.
Anything you can do on the website will be on the app too.
So when you make purchases through there, is there another layer of security with the app, or is it the same security you pay for on the website that for the purchases and stuff?
It'd be the same security. So
same security, yep.
So you've got your phone security already. If you have Android, you have Knox security. If you have Apple, you've got iOS encryption. But the encryption on my site will serve both. So I've got my my SSL certificates, and then I use WooCommerce on the backside to handle all the financial stuff, and that's all encrypted also.
Yeah, I like that video you put out.
Yeah.
It's I just people don't always think about that, and that includes me. I'm included in that, and that has made me take a look at the website and make sure there's that little lock bar up there, just to make sure that I'm on a secure site and that, you know, they're taking the extra security on their end to protect my information.
Yeah. You know, the problem is it's so easy to set up a website. I could set up a website in 15 minutes and make it look just like, I'll use Chesapeake because he's here. I can make it look just like Gary's website and get that link out there. And you guys, not you guys, but the average person would have no idea that that's not really Chesapeake's website.
Hey, we're average. What are you trying to say?
You guys are above average. But yeah, I mean, that's SSL certificate is what provides that encryption, that protection. So,
see, the thing is, Ken, right? When I tried to get my app developed so that it was going to go live on Apple, they had to sign in and have like a whole Apple account as well, right? So
yeah.
you don't have to have that with Android. Am I right in saying that? You can just kind of set up an app and put it out to the world.
You have to have an account on both. So you've got a Google developers app and you've got an Apple Play Store, Apple developers. Google's a lot easier. But that's because Apple does more on their side and verifying things in the app, right? And verifying the security, the encryption, all that kind of stuff. You'll find a lot, if you just go kind of search through the Android Play Store, you're going to find a lot more junk apps out there than you will on Apple side because they do scrutinize it a lot more.
I'm a junk app on there, by the way. Help yourself. No, the thing is like you're right in what you're saying. You know, the way that it updates itself automatically. You know, because I have to go to the actual app and web designer basically for him to then update on Google Store anything that's going to go on there. So if any merch or updated videos and stuff, it doesn't do it automatically. He has to go on. The whole thing comes down for, I think it's 2 or 3 days. Then it relaunches again with the sort of new information on it. So it's a bit of a pain in the ass.
Gotcha. I mean, it can be done without. So I don't want to make this a whole IT talk, but it can be done version control without taking your current production app down. It just depends on how they do things.
I'm going to switch conversation for a minute. You already had us on the cookies. No, I didn't. I said Mick.
Yes.
Mick. I was looking at Mick.
What are you using?
What
are you using your credit card information for, young man?
Hey now. We don't need to go there. You already got us on the cookies. You don't need to take us on more cheesecake now, Mel. Come on.
She makes a I forget what she calls it. It's basically a caramel, like a Werther's style cheesecake that's just
my goodness.
How are you not the size of a house?
Right.
You know what? I'm going back to the gym tomorrow. So I've got the COVID gut going on. I have not been in the gym since the whole lockdown stuff started. I've got both of my vaccines. I'm going back to the gym tomorrow. I'm going to blame it all on COVID, though. It's the cookies and stuff had nothing to do with it.
Or nothing to do with the fact that you use a running machine as a coat hanger.
Well, he's using that through osmosis. You know, if he stays close to the machine, then that helps. You know, it keeps it going. You know, keeps his metabolism up.
Yeah.
Says the man that rides a turtle.
Yeah. Oh man, he's a wild ride.
You know, as far as the treadmill goes, I just hate walking or running on something facing the wall in my basement. Just
yeah. Do you have in front like a TV that you can watch, like just watch TV while you're walking?
Not where the treadmills are. I've got a TV right here. So the treadmill used to be right here where I'm sitting before I set this up as a studio.
Yeah.
But I'd rather go to the gym if I'm actually in the gym. It just being inside of a gym just completely changes for me, and I think most people just changes your mental feeling that hey, I'm at the gym, I'm working out, this is what I'm here for.
Right.
It's just different than being in the basement.
Oh, for sure.
Bluegrass treadmill reviews.
Somebody else suggested that one time. I don't know.
I think you should. That'd be unique.
Come on. If you want to hear a fat boy puffing while he's talking about how this beer.
Oh, come on now.
But the more you do it, it'll only be a short period of time.
Right.
We
Yeah,
could
you
call
guys,
it shorts.
you guys will be able to easily keep track of my progress. Oh, he's not breathing so hard now.
Uh, Ryan, you're just sitting there with your arms folded, dude. What's up, man?
I'm just talking and listening to you guys.
Are you just chilling?
It makes you feel like a hamster.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys.
Yeah. And I mean, Planet Fitness has a machine called the Arc Trainer that will work you harder than any treadmill. And that's my go-to cardio is the Arc Trainer.
You're ex-army, aren't you? So you must have like a military brain when it comes to that kind of thing. Knowing that you're putting on extra pounds and you're like, well, I've got to focus here. I've got to.
Once I put my mind to it, yeah, I've been in the gym and running and stuff for, I mean, years before COVID. I use COVID as an excuse. I could have easily been doing stuff here, but COVID just the whole lockdown and things changing just kind of wrecked my brain a little bit. But that's all on me. I let it happen. So tomorrow it's back to work.
There you go then. We're going to track his progress. Are you going to do a Dave? Are you going to make a progress sort of gallery?
I think it's almost obligatory to do that, right? Isn't it required if you go to the gym, you have to post it to social media?
It's like that.
No, I probably will because then you guys can help keep me on track too.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go. Have some
I believe
responsibility.
that, Chad. Yeah, Chad says hiking is the hardest cardio I have never done with 70-pound pack up and down mountains. Yeah, I bet that's a tough workout.
Yeah, sounds tough.
Yeah. Remember those days at Fort Bragg doing the 30-mile ruck marches.
What I like about hiking is you've got more stuff to look at. You know, that's what I don't like about like fitness centers and stuff like that is you're looking at more workout machines next to you. But when you're out in you know, out in the wilderness like that, you hardly even know you're working out, you know, just because you've got all that scenery around you.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. It's midnight. It's time for bed. I
Yeah,
turn into a
make-
pumpkin.
make
I turn into a
coffee.
pumpkin after midnight, so I don't want to be doing that. Not live, anyway. Ken, don't be a stranger, buddy. You know where I am. Head over sometime. Come and say hi.
Will do,
We'll
man.
have a chat and have a great live stream, guys. Thanks for letting me pop in and say hi to you lot. We'll catch you again.
All right, later, bro.
Thanks.
Stop in, Neil.
See ya.
Take care.
Yeah, with Neil. I mean,
Cheers,
with
bud.
Nick.
So Ken, what's your plan for your channel for 2021 and the rest of 2021? What do you have
Just
going
continue.
on?
Yeah, just continue to grow. I like the way I don't plan to stay static, but I like the way things are going. Things are staying steady. I mean, my calendar right now is full. I'm filling up July right now. So just staying steady and consistent. I don't have too many changes made, planned at this time, but I'm just enjoying the way things are going.
Well, I mean, your reviews are like I've mentioned, but they're very polished. You can tell that you really pay attention to the little things when you do your reviews, and that helps it make it roll very smoothly. So, I mean, I'm seeing defined beer codes using your parts of your review for Amherst and ads, and so it's no surprise that more and more companies are going to be reaching out to you, and eventually it's going to be to where you're 4 months and 5 months out. You're going to be booked.
Yeah.
Not only are they polished, they're consistent. You keep consistent with your videos, and you run them the same. You kind of have the same feel for every video, if you can say. I mean, even though they're about different topics, maybe you kind of run it the same way, which is it's nice to go back to a video and it's going to be run this way. You're consistent with your videos, which is good, I think.
Yeah, I think
that's
consistency
awesome.
is like the most important part of this whole thing.
Yeah.
for any creator. I think the consistency, and that's consistency in your layout of how you run your videos, because
Yeah, that's
there's a functional purpose to the way I do my videos also, where a lot of guys can sit and film just turn the camera on, film the whole thing, and they're done. My mind doesn't work that way. So if I do my intro and then I talk about the price, then the product, then the scents, then a conclusion, then I'm filming in blocks. So I'm only focused on that one piece at a time, and then I'm putting all that together instead of trying to do one whole video. My mind just works better in chunks like that.
Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, it makes it to where everything rolls very clean.
Yeah, you can tell just from watching the videos how clean it is, and how, you can tell it makes a difference. The way you do your videos makes a huge difference on not just for you, but for the watcher.
Yeah, I appreciate that. When I first started doing this, like if you go back and watch some of my early videos, they were horrible. And I think every creator says that about their first videos.
But you learn as you go. Like you can go back to anybody, like Dan C, for instance. You can see what his videos were like to where they are now. I mean, same with yours. You learn from that stuff, and the more you do this, the more ideas you'll get, the more creative you'll get, and the better you'll get. So,
yeah,
that's a good question.
I like from about 6 months ago when you started doing your videos to where you're at now, to where you moved to that new improved area of your office where you have that backdrop, you have the light behind you and stuff. It's really cool that you did that. So
yeah, that helps too. I mean, sitting in that chair puts me in that mind frame. Okay, this is work time. So everything that I've done in here is intentional. The chair that I sit in, which you guys don't see the chair the way that I sit, the way the camera's filming, but even using that specific chair is intentional. That's just how my mind works.
You're always sitting when you record?
Yeah, so it's like a tall bar stool type chair.
Okay.
It does have a back to it. It's like a pub table type chair.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I always thought you changed and you were standing in some of them.
Because your back's very straight, which is good. Posture's good, so.
I saw that too. It looks like you're standing.
That's something I need to pay attention to more.
Ken, how do you foresee dealing with growing pains as you get too busy?
So,
sorry.
So, really the good thing about it is that there's only so much, in my opinion, there's only so much that one reviewer can do in let's just say a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
My view of reviewing, if you're going to spend time with the products, you've got to count. I use a calendar for everything. I don't think that you can do more than 52 full reviews in 1 year, because you definitely need a week with products. Now I can throw in some affiliate reviews in there because I've used their products so much. If I'll say if Define sends me a new scent and he hasn't changed his carrier blend, I've used this stuff many times. I already know what it feels like.
Right.
So I can wear it once or twice.
You know exactly what you're getting.
This is what the scent is, and then I'm ready to talk about it. So I can throw in some reviews like that in there. But for companies that are reaching out and, asking me to review their stuff for the first time, I can't really spend no less than a week with it. So
makes sense, because you got to figure out what's like in beard when you're sleeping during the day, how long does it last, things like that. That makes sense. Speaking of Define, though, before we go on, Define is coming out with a new scent. I don't know if you guys saw that, so be on the lookout. Has something to do with money, I believe.
It may.
It may. Okay.
That costs a lot, because I seen a bunch of dollar signs on that picture.
Yeah. So I'm excited for this one.
I may or may not have it upstairs. I'm not sure.
Oh, I bet you do.
So, Ken, I know you also do podcasts as well. Have you thought about
shakers
transitioning like beard grooming tips into podcasts for men that don't have time to watch YouTube videos?
I've thought about it. My podcast, I haven't done a podcast since November because I did several episodes and I decided I wanted to do it differently. I'm still trying to get back to doing that. I think what I decided I'm going to do is I'm going to do, instead of doing an hour-long interview show and a podcast, I'm going to do like a 15-minute chunk talking about something. I don't really want my podcast to be necessarily beard related because there's also a side of me that likes to talk about topics and other helpful type stuff. So that's what I want the podcast to be. So I don't know that I would ever do beard stuff or transition beard stuff into podcast just because of what I want my podcast to be. But I think that's a great idea for somebody to do if somebody does want to start a podcast.
Yeah.
I really enjoy the interview process. That is something that I wanted to make sure that going forward, I wanted to make sure I have some people that I can interview and bring something interesting to the community. It's a little different, but yeah, I feel like you really be able to figure out who a person is, because we all know, Ken, who you are, the reviewer, the reviewers table, the reviews that you do, not just reviews, but you also do a lot of informational type stuff like the COAs, and is it COA?
Yep, COAs for CBD
COA,
products.
and then the cybersecurity, things like that. But then also to figure out who you were as, in the military and growing up and learning those other parts is really great.
Yeah, appreciate it. The interview I had with Chris the other night was really the first time that I ever told a large part of my story. So it's fun to talk about. Not fun, I guess, but it's good to talk about that stuff. Traditionally, I've not talked about that stuff for the most part, but
You're very close to the chest, kind of keep the cards close, which is okay. Everybody has their own way of doing things, and I respect it.
Yeah. Hopefully, though, somebody may hear that and maybe that'll help them in some way.
Absolutely.
Who knows?
That's a big, yeah. I'm the same way. I don't talk about a lot of the troubles and stuff that I deal with. I have a really hard time talking about it, honestly, with anyone. So, just getting into this community, I've met some people like Walt. Walt is willing to listen if I ever need to. And there's a bunch of great guys in this community that are willing to listen, and not only just listen, but be sincere and give you some good positive feedback back. That's what this community is, just awesome for that. And people like you, Ken, is that reason. So
I go to Ken all the time for stuff. I send him random stuff. I ask him about advice. I'm always getting his feedback because I know it's going to be honest,
I always tell
Ken
people
might have been the first one I messaged about starting a YouTube channel. I think it was, actually.
I remember, we chatted about that. I think the first time that I think you and I first kind of met in a chat, I think it was Command's Corner.
Yeah.
I believe.
That's where I met most everyone here. Dan C was my go-to for a long time, and then I started meeting all you guys in his chats and going over to your guys' channel, and just I like you say, hit that rabbit hole. But it's been wonderful. It's been great for my just all around for myself. I think self-esteem and just finding some good people to talk to. When you need to.
Yeah. I mean,
and that's what this community. Sorry, go ahead, Ron.
Oh, I was going to say, I feel the same way because my family and I have only lived in Wisconsin for a little over 2 years now, and it was right in the beginning of COVID, and a lot of my friends and her friends are back in California or Texas. So, like, this community is great to be able to go on lives or join live chats and just hang out with people, because we've grown relationships with each other and we build that brotherhood, and we have those times to just talk about random things or personal issues or vent to people, and it's that trust that you build with one another, and it's appreciative to have brothers like you guys. And
Definitely.
And that's what this community is about. This is, people come to this community for many different reasons, right? There's reviewers, there's consumers, there's company owners, there's reviewers that are here for different reasons. Some it's a hobby, some it's a business. I'm not shy to say, I've said this before, Bluegrass Bearded to me is a business, right? But there's other guys that do this as a hobby, and there's nothing wrong with either way. If that's whatever they want their channel to be, that's what it should be, and there's no wrong answer to that. Consumers are here for different reasons. Some guys just love to hang out. Some are trying to figure out what to buy, whatever. At the end of the day, though, everybody's coming to a community like this to leave their problems at the door and have fun and forget about the world for a little bit and just hang out and have fun. So that's what I think the focus should be on.
Yeah.
And this last year, I think that made a huge difference with the COVID from this last year, because there's a lot of people stuck at home. They didn't have that outreach. This gave them a community to go to when they needed that. So, which is a great thing. I don't know why it shouldn't be just things like that bring on. I wish it was more like that all the time. Just But yeah, last year made a big difference for that. I think there was a lot of people looking for something else to find some comfort.
Yeah.
It's
for
pretty
sure.
sad that this product right here, I'm not, can bring a bunch of grown men together and build friendships and build, that trust between one another. So it's crazy.
Yeah.
So
I last year I broke up with my girlfriend, longtime girlfriend, and then COVID hit. So I was dealing with COVID, broke up with my girlfriend. I was locked inside. I work a pretty stressful job in home insurance. So I work in Florida, lots of claims, a lot of catastrophic events. Can be pretty intense sometimes. So I came to this community and I got a chance to meet just some amazing people. And I thought, Dan C and Ken from Bluegrass, none of these guys, I can't approach them. They're busy doing their thing, making content. They got thousands of people who are watching them. Hundreds of people are watching them, whatever it may be. And come to find out, they're all approachable. They're all good people. They're all very, very generous. And you're able to really kind of, it brings things into perspective.
Yeah, none of us, and I'm sure Dan and others would say the same thing. None of us are anybody super special, man. We turned on a camera, we put some videos out. This ain't Hollywood,
Right.
So I tell people all the time, as long as I'm awake, even if I don't know the answer, I'll at least answer you and say, man, I'm not sure, but here's maybe where you can go or something. I'll always answer anybody. And one more thing to that, just talking about positivity in this community, positivity doesn't mean that we don't have problems, right? I've got plenty of junk in my life going on that, nothing major, but we all have problems and issues of some kind. Yeah. So positivity doesn't mean that doesn't exist and everything is just hunky dory and life's perfect. It just means that I choose to leave my issues at the door and be what I need to be here for my channel, the people that watch it, the people that support, that we hang out with.
Yep.
Nobody cares that, I got to take my cat to the vet and I can't afford that and I'm broke. I mean, that's not a real thing. I'm just trying to come up with something.
Right.
But, leave it at the door. Let's have some fun.
Bo okay? Bo's okay, right?
Bo's good. Oh yeah, Bo's good.
But on a positive note, Ken, this community is so strong and so powerful that if you have an issue, you're not afraid to voice it. And there's brothers, hundreds and thousands of brothers that are willing to help you out. I mean, just within the last year, we raised over $20,000 worth of money for benefits. I mean, just for random people that the four of us on camera have never met before or, hardly talk to on a daily basis. But we're those type of people who bring that positivity and bring that love and compassion to help other people. And it's just phenomenal to be a part of that. So,
yeah, for sure. And no, J. Cruz, I only have one cat, dude. My one cat will kill any other animal that comes in here. He doesn't get along with animals.
I think it was a typo. I think he meant cows because you live on a farm.
I'm gonna go back to a question here we had a while ago, because I kind of miss these too. Are we ever gonna have any more of your twin on screen with you?
You know what? I've thought about that a few more times. So going back to Brian's question, right, about growing pains and being busier, those things, that's something that takes so much time that I've kind of cut those out. I probably should throw one back in there every now and then. Yeah.
You had me wondering right away. The first one I seen, I was like, does he have a brother? No, that's got to be him.
No, that's all
He's playing
software
us.
and special effects. Yeah.
I thought I was a twin there at first when I first saw one of his videos. So. And then once I got to know him, I knew that was just him by himself. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ken's cat will take out the moose, Cruz.
No.
He's, you know what? My cat is tough, but I also say sometimes he's not very bright, so he may try to fight it. I don't know.
Just like you going head to head with that robot vacuum.
He's such a stubborn
What's it
cat,
name?
man. He still hates that thing. He'll still sit and stalk
Oh,
it.
jeez.
What they call I forget what they're called. The little remote control vacuums. I can't remember what's the name brand.
So this one's a Shark, but the most
Roomba.
popular brand is the
Roomba or something.
yes, Roomba.
Yeah.
Roomba. Yeah, Roomba.
Yeah.
The one that looks like the Raiders Stadium. No offense to Ben Damon if he's watching, but
And so they're doing that with lawnmowers now.
You know
Yeah.
what?
Really?
the company that I have my lawnmower with, it's battery operated, but they also make a Roomba style lawnmower, which
What?
I don't know how that thing can cut grass, but it's got a pretty good review.
Huh. Crazy.
I mean, even if it does the bulk of it, and then you just kind of have to clean up the edges and everything, I would still be happy with that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for my backyard, Sheldon usually takes care of the backyard, so I don't have to worry about it too much.
There you go.
Ken's
He's got an
split
80-year-old
personality.
lawnmower, so
Yeah, it's prehistoric lawnmower,
yeah.
like the Flintstones.
Yeah, those intros were fun to do, but sometimes it's hard to be creative, right? It depends on the company and their branding and their slogans and what the company's about. Sometimes it's really easy to come up with something. Sometimes it's just not. Like, no knock on any company the way they do things, but sometimes you just get a plain bottle of oil and the company doesn't really have any kind of slogan, or you can't really tell kind of what their mission statement is. So it's hard to create something to do in an intro, you know, where, and like I said, it's one thing that I chose just to kind of stop doing permanently because it took up so much time.
You know, and
Well,
I think about this with Corey. You know, before Corey's relaunch, you know, it was just Weather Beard. It really wasn't like a direction as far as who Corey's brand was. But now he's got the camping, hiking type vibe, and now he's kind of has that direction. So to come up with something like that, you have like a platform that you can kind of branch off your ideas from.
Yeah. Yeah.
hey, Russ.
Hey, what's
Hey,
up,
Russ.
Ross?
Yeah, robot lawnmower sounds dangerous, Walt.
That'd be funny.
Yeah,
to
I
watch.
like when reviewers bring a little personal touch into the video though too. Mick Man was doing that. Socially Bearded was doing that. He had a little joke at the beginning of some of his videos, and I thought that was really good. You know, it's just something else that you're not expecting when you come into the video, and it it just kind of takes you away from it for a minute, and it gives you a laugh or whatever else. You know, I really like that.
Yeah, Mel's asked me before, when you gonna do another one? When you gonna do another one? So she wants me to do it also.
You know, you really throw her off is when you add to her in one.
Yep, I've done a few with her. Yeah.
So speaking of her, let's
Oh.
talk about your Wednesday night live stream. What sparked that idea?
Really just to hang out, man. She never does the Monday night streams with me. So it kind of gave us a chance just to hang out. You know, people love Mel, so it's kind of a chance to, you know, let her hang out too and chat with people in a no agenda, no script, not an interview style thing, just a Wednesday night hangout, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm with you and Mel and Chad was a lot of fun, just kind of hanging out. And unexpectedly, I gained 15 subscribers. Thank you again, by the way.
Nice.
That was fantastic. You know, I really
Nice.
appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to when you start doing videos, man. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I'm recording this week, so it's starting.
That'd be fun to watch.
Yeah.
I love like minimalist type stuff. Like, you know, I got like little belt, like minimalist belts and the wallets, and then I also got like some solid colognes. Like I'm testing this one from Outlaw soaps, and it's got like a smoky scent to it. It's a solid cologne. So I'm gonna try this stuff out. I'm gonna search around on IG and Facebook and see like some of the ads that get targeted to guys that like gentleman grooming products.
Right.
Guys will see, and they'll always wonder like, is that any good? Well, I'll be able to do a review on it. You know.
Yeah.
Figure that people search. Okay, so they're gonna say, okay, what's Outlaw soaps solid cologne review, and then I'll pop up hopefully. You know.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, and back to the Wednesday night thing. I mean, it gives her a chance to get involved. You know, I thought about different ways to get her involved, and she's done a couple of reviews with me for body butters and you know, soaps and stuff like that. I don't want to do something where I bring her into every review because that's being done already. You know, Dan with Sam, they're doing that already. So I don't want to even look like I'm trying to do the same thing there. Dan's got that pretty much covered. So her coming out and hanging out with us on Wednesdays gives her a chance to hang out and have some fun.
That's cool.
Yeah, I got my link tree, not link tree, the solo one. So now when you go to my my IG, you can kind of click on the link and it takes you to my YouTube page. So they can help me set it up. I was really
There
nice.
you go.
Yeah, I just did that too for my channel coming in
Awesome.
June, July. So
Yeah, you have to have that there. There's a lot of times where I'll hear somebody has a YouTube channel, and especially a new channel because YouTube doesn't have it indexed yet. I can't just go search for Gentleman Prime. YouTube doesn't really have any. There's no videos yet. YouTube hasn't indexed it, so the only way is with a direct link. So that gives you that. So the question is, when is Bearded Vato going to start doing reviews?
You know, even just YouTube. I know he's been on a couple lives, but we need to get him a channel. We need to get him.
He has a good presence on lives too. I was watching. He went on one time with me and Dagan and Ron, and I mean, just killed it, man. Like
he has a good sense of humor. And he's bilingual too. He can do beer reviews in Spanish and bring another part of the community. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an idea. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I would love to see Jay Cruz and Beard Vato on a CMB together.
I'm not subscribed yet.
Hey.
I guess I better hit that subscribe button. You come up first though. You come up first, so you're doing something right.
So it's indexing. Yeah. That's good because when I looked the other day, I couldn't find it. I was subscriber number 3. Just always remember.
I think Vato was number 1, and then Ken was number 3. So I got some good people to start with.
Yeah, Vato needs to do a blog in all caps.
So
Vato won a giveaway on one of my streams. It's been, I don't know, several months ago now. It was for Defined, and me and Carrie were joking around whenever I sent Carrie his info. Carrie was like, should I send him the email in all caps? I was like, absolutely.
Here's your subscription card, whatever.
I don't know if he did it or not, but that would have been funny.
It'd be like the Samuel L. Jackson of Beard Company, because everyone says that Samuel L. Jackson, every time he talks, he's yelling. So that's how I can see Bearded Vato do his reviews.
Yeah.
All the comments
might have some Spanish content
coming up. Can you stop yelling? I'll buy it. Just leave me alone.
Right. Oh, he did send the email all caps. That's awesome.
That's funny.
That's good. Number 20, Walt. You're getting up there, Walt.
Thank you, Clint. Much appreciated.
I was 19, so you could don't cut me out of there. I'm 19.
Yeah, thank you.
I appreciate
it, Jason.
So
from Captain Stash. Actually, this week I got the soap, the Hemingway Humidor. Man,
Yep.
that is awesome tobacco scent. Have you gotten a chance to try it yet, Ken?
That one I don't have. I did get some soaps, so I bought some soaps a couple of weeks ago when he was on my stream. I bought I forget the names of the ones I bought. One was a volcano something.
Right, I saw that one.
But I bought his soaps are good. So I bought a couple of those, and then I bought the little soap sleeve that he's got too. That's actually pretty cool. That's
Did you end up getting one?
Yeah,
I bought two of them. One for me, one for Mel.
The Duke
Nice.
Cannon one I got is too thick, so it wouldn't lather up very well. But that one's thin enough to where when you get water in it, it lathers up really, really well with that little soap bag. And his soaps are a little bit harder. I think he lets them cure a little bit longer than say like Dr. Squatch. You might get like 3 weeks out of it, but with Clint, you'll get a little bit longer time because he cures them correctly.
Yeah.
I always cut mine in half too with my bar soaps, shower soaps. I'll cut them in half, and it seems to go a little longer that way too.
Yeah.
So that bag that the soap is, it's not rough on your skin when you use it, or?
No, it's not. It's definitely more. I mean, really, it's good for exfoliation.
Yeah, I was gonna
But
say.
it's not hard once it gets wet and soapy. It's not hard at all.
No, it lathers up pretty easily.
Yeah.
Have you tried Bahawat yet, Ken?
I have not, but I've heard that the black seed oil is pretty good.
It's nice. I met Andy, the owner, because he's in Florida at the Disney meetup, and he gave me a free oil of the I think it's Positive Vibes, and it's cedar and orange, and man, I love it. It's really nice feeling beard. That black seed oil is no joke. Really nice.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Corey?
Hey, Corey.
Yeah, you just got to meet up with Corey this last week, didn't you, Ken?
That was funny with the lady from Jersey. I loved it.
Yeah.
Could not have planned something like that. I mean, you can't make that up. But yeah, he was driving through, so he drove back. He drove through Monday from where he lives down to Tennessee, and then he actually drove back through today. We weren't able to make a meetup happen today, but yeah, he stopped by a local coffee shop Monday. We had some coffee, and he brought me a sample pack of his oils, which I know you guys have been able to try. At least I think you have, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yep. Me and Walt have.
Yeah. Yeah, we hung out. And then, the lady, that was just, I mean, you couldn't have made that up. She just walked by because we both had beards and her husband had a beard. And so she just made a casual comment. She was like, ever since COVID, everybody's got a beard now. Every man has a beard. And Corey started talking about his company and my channel. And then she happened to mention she was from Jersey. So I was like, really? You're from Jersey? Can I ask you a question?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you like Timber Trails, huh?
Timber Trail is my new favorite weatherbeard.
It is fantastic.
It is.
It's like walking down a trail in a forest and smelling that dirt and just that fresh type of grassy type smell too. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Chris.
Like you're walking through the timber on a timber trail early in the morning. You got that, you got some of that dew still left over, and you're getting all those smells from the forest. I mean, yeah, it's amazing scent. I love it, and it's refreshing. It kind of opens you up. I like it.
Yeah, he's probably nervous and anxious and excited. And this is his last couple of days with his old stuff, and he kicks it off Monday.
We don't put anything on Facebook yet. I've thought about starting a Facebook page for the Bearded Regard, but I haven't yet. Ken does. Ken has
Ken has a Facebook
Bluegrass
page.
Bearded page. Yep.
Yeah, but I've got a page which just kind of ties to my Instagram. The same things post there, and then I have a Facebook group also, the Bluegrass Beard Cave.
Yeah, you have the group. Yep.
Yeah.
I need to join that. I gotta give him. I'm gonna next time I get on Facebook, I'm gonna have to search for it. That's definitely something I gotta join.
You're probably about like me with Facebook. If I did not have a Facebook group and my wife wasn't tagging me and stuff, I would never get on Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook as a platform, I'm not a huge fan of, but for the purposes I'm using it for, it's awesome. It works.
Yeah. Yeah, Ken does have an awesome TikTok page.
Yep.
Some of the stuff that you were putting out, and like I understand why you got rid of it, because you just felt like the audience that you were pulling in wasn't beneficial to the channel,
Right.
and that makes sense. You know, to you know, it's fun to make comedy, but like you also want to have a reason, because at the end of the day, whether it's Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, you all want that traffic to lead towards your YouTube channel.
Right. Yeah. YouTube is my main platform, so everything I do should funnel back to the channel, and that's the goal with that.
Yeah. I learned that from you, actually.
So, yeah, my first TikTok, I mean, I was up to 20,000 followers. But I mean, 18,000 of those were kids off of one video that I did.
Oops, wrong one. There we go.
I was going to pull that one up too.
That's true.
Hey,
Yep.
she'll tell you, man, she's my agent. She keeps me in check.
That's awesome.
It helps when you have someone on your, you know, on your back like that, and help right by your side helping you out. It definitely makes a difference.
Yeah, man, she's so supportive. I could not do it without her, because there's so much time spent. You know, at least 3 days a week. You know, she's going to bed by herself because I'm up till 2, 3 in the morning getting a video done or out or doing something for the channel. So, but she's supportive. She's a huge part. She helps with stuff, and yeah, she's awesome, man. It's good to have a supportive wife.
I would say life
Yeah.
life coach
In
not
anything,
agent.
Yeah.
What was that, Ryan?
I said I would say life coach instead of agent.
Well, agent's the word she uses. She did that.
As long as it doesn't say manager, we're good.
See you, Clint.
Yep. See you, Clint.
Take care, Clint.
I have Admiral's helm in today. That is amazing.
That Tortuga.
He has been
and
teasing a
this
new
butter.
one that
Admiral's helm is incredible.
This butter that he makes is really, really nice. I mean, it's
Yeah, it is.
yes, but yet it's got some density to it. It's kind of got that solidness. So, you know, it's just a really nice butter. Great feeling beard. Everything that he's
Some
done.
more
so
supporters
far,
in here.
Yeah.
I've been really impressed with.
What's up, baby girl?
Oh,
yeah, he's been teasing a new one. It looks very intriguing. I'm very anxious to see what that one's about. So I think I have an
I
idea.
have not. I have Captain's Quarters, Tortuga, and Admiral's helm are the ones I've tried so far.
Calico Jack is one of the soaps I got too.
I have his old stuff before he did his whole carrier blend remaster. So
oh man, that carrier blend.
do
Actually, that's Mick that I think helped with the carrier blend, and it's got broccoli seed oil, it's got squalene, and then it's got sunflower oil. And man, I tell you what, killer blend.
well,
I
got
can
a
tell I've
4-pack.
used quite a bit of this, but that's the Captain's Quarters, the Mandel. And then I have the brandied pear upstairs too. That's really nice.
Nobody's going to be surprised
That's a
at
good
which
scent.
candle I have.
Nice.
Yeah, good leather.
That's awesome. Did you see that Sphinx scent that they have? I think it's like it's called like leather overload or something like that.
Haven't seen
Yeah,
that.
Sphinx has a scent, and it's just like it's called like leather explosion or leather overload or something. And all I could think I was like, Ken.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I'll have to try that out, Bato.
Yeah, I need to get some of Captain Stash and stuff.
I hear good things about Sphinx. He's made plaques for different reviewers, and you know, he seems to be kind of in the back of the community, but he still like does his own way of contributing. So I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, I've got his plaque up here. Actually, it's a bunch of stuff sitting on it, but right there. Yeah, Muhammad's a good dude.
Oh, that's his name? Cool.
Yeah, Muhammad. Yeah.
Chris is wondering if you've sought help for that addiction you have for leather yet.
No. To get help for something, you have to admit that you have a problem. I don't have a problem, Chris.
It's called leather overdose.
Very good answer. Very good answer.
I mean, with a name like
There you go.
Leather Overdose.
Leather overdose. Perfect.
Yeah.
That's someone with that's someone that has a leather addiction that needs the leather overdose. That was a bad joke. I'm sorry.
You know what? I'll take a leather overdose.
Let's see. Leather Overdose is a gorgeous, lush, deep aromatic fragrance. The opening bouquet of sweet roses and labdanum creates a beautiful floral black backdrop to offset the dark wood oud, sandalwood, and earthy woodsy patchouli.
Oh,
I've yet to hear anything about leather in this. I don't know what's going on. This balsamic and woody scent is both uplifting and inviting and will keep your sense satisfied. If you ever want to feel like an Arabian prince, then you can take on the world with this wealth and power. Leather Overdose is a beard oil you are looking for. So Leather Overdose doesn't have any leather in it.
That's strange.
I don't know. That's that's unique to me.
I think I need to buy that.
Definitely.
One. Check it out.
And I'll put it in the link. Put it in the chat.
just be glad that Ken's not a mod, Chops, because
No.
you would be out of here.
Hey Vato, can you put Chops in timeout?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, man. Don't do it.
Oh man. John's cracks
Ken,
me up.
if leather wasn't an option for a company, one, would you review them still? And two, what would be your second favorite?
So yeah, leather is
First question is
by
a
no
joke.
means- Oh, I was going to answer it.
I
yeah.
know you would review them. I know you're not that rude, but
Right. If there wasn't leather, I mean, my next, just going down the list, oud. I love oud. Citrus, tobacco. It's easier to talk about the scents I don't like. The only scents that I really don't like used to be tea tree, but tea tree and peppermint's really grown on me.
Burgundy. Burgundy's good.
Yeah, they've really grown on me. What do I not like scent
you love
wise?
smoke, right? You love smoke. That's what I read.
There you go. Thank you. No, I hate smoke.
What would you consider?
you like Whistle Punk, right,
Whistle
from
Punk a
Running Man?
smoky scent?
I do like whistle punk. Yeah.
Yeah. Would you consider it a smoky scent though, or no?
Whistle punk?
Yeah.
No. So when I say I don't like smoke, I'm talking like, and I say this every time, I love Lux. His stuff's awesome. 1912, I just can't do. So when I say I don't like smoke, I'm talking 1912 type smoke.
Yeah.
Like
the
heavy
1912 is-
campfire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the
See,
coffee.
that's what I get when I smell Whistle Punk.
Whistle punk's real mellow though in the smoke.
I get that, like,
You don't want that
you're at a
pungent smoke.
campfire and it's that remnants of, like, the ashes have gone out, that you just see the red ambers on the ground and you have that smell in the air, and that's what I get when I smell Whistle Punk,
Yeah.
that smoky smell. So
There's some that just are in your face campfire scent though. Yeah, in 1912 is one for me too. I can't wear a 1912. And I've had a couple other campfire scents that are just really strong. I haven't tried Whistle Punk yet, but I'm the same way with you, Ken.
Yeah.
It's a sweet, mellow smoke scent, and it's got. I think it's more of the oud and what else is in it? Is it oud and something else? Amber. Or something?
Yeah. I don't remember the entire profile. It's been a long time since I wore it.
Let's see.
Somebody asked me the other day though to describe, because they had never smelled 1912. And so my description of 1912 is, and again, this is no disrespect intended whatsoever. Every other thing that I've gotten from Lux, I absolutely love. Bilberry, of course, blueberries in there, or leather, blueberry and leather. I love Bilberry. I love his all the other stuff that I've ever gotten from Luxurious Bastard. I love, but 1912 I just can't do. Somebody asked me how to describe 1912, and I said 1912 is like sitting inside an old general store, drinking coffee, and half the building's on fire, but you haven't left yet because you haven't finished your coffee, and then your beard catches on fire.
That's funny.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Whistle Punk is amber, oud, campfire, and warm cologne. So the campfire is very mellow. So I think it's doable for a lot of people. And that's what kind of got me into the smoky scents. But
Yeah.
You don't want the smoke to be like hitting you in the face. You know, it has to be kind of blended well. That's like patchouli.
Tinker, I have tried. I can wear that.
Yeah. So you would like Whistle Punk. But like, you know, something like Define has a scent that has patchouli in it.
Casey, I'll send you my bottle. I don't like it.
Doesn't bother me.
Give
one
me
bit.
all the patchouli
Yeah.
I,
Send it over.
I could take a
Send it
bottle
over.
of straight patchouli, honestly.
We'll talk after this. I'll send you my whistle punk. I'm not a smoky fan. I get too much smoke in that for me.
Okay.
I gotta try the Tinker. He says the Whistle Punk and the Tinker are similar, so that's something I need to check out.
Yeah, let's talk, Ryan, because I might have something that you might want to try. That. So yeah, we'll talk about it. I wouldn't mind trying Whistle Punk.
I think the Tinker is the only Beard Mana. The two companies that I've spent the most money on are Beard Mana and Chesapeake. I've bought everything Beard Mana makes except for Tinker. I think there's one other they made that had smoke. But if I see smoke in something, I typically won't pick it up. The reason that I tried Whistle Punk from Ruddy Man is because I got it first in a sample from Beard Bento a long time ago.
And, I think with that's similar to me as with Beard Man, it's just because their prices are very affordable. So you want to get more, and also their scents are really nice. They're very complex. They have lots of layers. All their scents have a twist to them. It's not like you're not going to ever get just a tobacco vanilla scent. You're going to get tobacco vanilla, and then they're going to throw something in there that's like super unusual and intriguing.
Yeah.
So,
I'm wearing Beard Mana today. I'm wearing the unicorn scent.
oh,
And
I
that's
love that.
grape, blueberry, bubblegum, and marshmallow.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I love it. It's
Yeah,
a fun scent.
That's what I'm wearing today.
It's not something I'll wear it during the day. It's not something I'll wear to like go out to eat dinner, or whatever. Or if I'm going to church, I won't wear that. But I'll wear that if I'm hanging out around the house and playing video games or something.
I just got this in the mail. Sweet shot.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
Bubblegum barbershop. Who would have ever thought that would
Yeah,
work?
it's a nice barbershop. That's a different barbershop. It is. It's like you're sitting right next to a bubble gum or like a cotton candy machine inside of a barbershop. That's the way I explained it.
Yep. Oh yeah, Drunk Waffles, absolutely amazing.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of rum. I've noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Drunk Waffle. I love rum. I love bourbon, whiskey type of scents. To me, I don't know if it's because when I grew up, I grew up in New Orleans, and drinking is a little bit more socially acceptable for kids. So like my Uncle Charlie would pour me get a little little cup, and he would pour me a little bit of his Jack and Coke in there and things like that, and I felt cool as a kid because I'm drinking Jack and Coke. But it's like
Kids,
like
don't do what Walt did.
yeah, it's like two steps.
Don't follow the trend.
But
It's not cool.
It was the 80s. It was the 80s.
I'm kidding.
Different time. Or he pour a little beer in my cup. So I love just like when I smell like beer or whiskey or something like that, it just takes me back. It takes me back to being around my Uncle Charlie or my pawpaw, and just, I don't know. It's cool.
Yeah.
I like how scents can do that. Scents can take you back to a place or a time, and make you feel it again. You get the whole sense of where you were at again.
Yeah.
I love how scents will do that. I like the sweetness of the bourbon, like how with that sweetness comes out with some of the bourbon. That's what I like with it.
Yeah.
So Ken, do you have a particular oil that you can go to on a daily basis? Like you could wear that oil for the rest of your life. Is there one particular one, or do you have multiple?
Oh man, I couldn't pick one. There's no way. But if I was not doing this, if I was not reviewing products and I was just, wearing, brand loyalty to a few brands that I like, I mean, it would be Chesapeake, Beard Mana, Copper Johns, Defined, and Bearded Mac, Ruddy Man. I have to give a top 6.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's hard.
I know that's far outside of what you asked, but
and what's crazy is all 6 of those are different in a certain way.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're unique in one way or
I have
another.
to keep it to 10. I don't think I could do less than 10.
No, I've got to throw Black Rebel in there, so there's 7.
Yep. All right.
There's probably a baker's dozen for me. There's at least probably 12. It's just
help
hard.
you. J. Cruz said Cremo, Beard Guys, Old Spice, Everyman Jack, I mean, he's got his favorites and he's sticking to them. You know?
Yeah. Cremo.
Y'all see that vote that Ryan created? Who would win in a battle? Jay Cruz or Sheldon, my tortoise? Yeah. Sheldon won.
I voted for Sheldon. I voted for Sheldon. Yeah.
It's like I told
Leave the
Walt.
moose alone, then.
Like I told
Healthy.
Walt,
If
like,
Sheldon's
no.
got you, you better leave that moose alone.
Yeah.
When Walt goes to bed, Sheldon turns into a Ninja Turtle and he goes out and fights crime. And
Yeah, there you go. Absolutely. I believe it.
Can you guys believe that in a couple of weeks I'll be hanging out with Jay Cruz in person?
Well, that's gonna be awesome.
We're gonna,
Hey.
yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
I'm looking forward to seeing him in October. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, Jay Cruz, Gary, Joe, Johnny Grooms.
Well, that's a hell of a group right there.
Yeah,
Y'all can
wanna-
go out and make some trouble.
Well, there you go. You might get a 6-pack while you're out there because you're laughing so hard with all those guys.
yeah, probably so.
All right.
That's a fun time right there. A bunch of good guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Get some pork roll.
I am gonna have a pork roll, egg, and cheese. I told Joe that I'm gonna bring my boots and overalls and my cowboy hat and walk to his corner store dressed like that and talk in the most Kentucky accent I can talk in and order a pork roll, egg, and cheese.
Oh man, he would die. He would die.
He might walk right back out. I don't know. He might turn around and leave.
You need to make that
reminds
into
me
a YouTube short. That'd be hilarious.
You know, he reminds me of some of the guys I remember growing up in New Orleans. You know, they tend to have that kind of talk a little bit on the louder side, and they use their hands when they talk and everything. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun being around guys like that.
Billy, I can promise you that I'll go live on IG the first time I eat a pork roll sandwich. Going live and Gary's fighting the chef of the Mexican restaurant.
Since we're going to start wrapping this up, Ken, if you had to eat one meal for your last meal, what would that consist of?
Full course.
Full course.
So it would be Mel's meatloaf and mashed potatoes would be the main course. Pineapple juice, sweet tea, not together, but you know. Chocolate chip cookies, cheesecake, a couple of tacos from Loco Burrow in Gatlinburg. I'd have to have the tacos. Hey, good job, man, and congrats.
Congrats, man.
I don't know. I'd have to think of a bunch of other stuff. I want to be so full when they flip that switch that I don't feel anything.
That explains why you don't leave your house. You mentioned 4 things that Mel makes very well, and that.
Yep.
Exactly. I was telling this to Walt earlier. We were going to have you on. When we had you on with Gary, and I was going to wait till this stream, but I wanted to start a new question. You know, they have on therapy, they have the ice cream question, obviously, but between pineapple pizza or a black olive on pizza, what would you go with?
Pineapple for sure.
No, I figured so.
Black olive.
I don't like
That black olive challenge though. That's still that's still in my head. So
I
you
can
need
eat
to
a
come
jar of
back on and do a
olives.
black olive challenge. I could eat a whole can of black olives.
Mm-hmm. Black or green.
Yeah, I don't like the green ones either. I don't like any olives.
He said he'd do it. He said he'd do it on that stream, but I won't hold you to it, Ken.
What? No, I don't. Did I ever say that I would do it?
You did. I was in chat that night. You said you would, but that was a while ago.
It would have to be for more than beard products because I don't need beard products.
Yeah, you got plenty.
We'll have to think about something, and we'll have to come up with something. I do too. Yeah.
You know what Dagan doesn't
The
like?
better bluegrass knows.
Yeah. You know what Dagan doesn't like though? Dagan does not like coffee.
He does
No.
not. No.
Yeah,
Just in
he's mentioned that a few times that he's not a fan of coffee.
He's mentioned that.
I don't think he's had the
times.
right coffee.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
He need to
Right.
stop going to
I'm
McDonald's.
with Ross right there. I'll put both
That
of them
sounds
on my
amazing,
pizza.
Brian. I love blue cheese stuffed black olives with hot sauce. That sounds fantastic.
You
I
can
could
take the
go
blue
for
cheese
that.
out of it.
They get no coffee.
What? Unsubscribe.
You know, speaking of coffee, we talked about, you know, eventually, and Ryan, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. One thing I'm looking forward to most when we do move to Wisconsin one day is being able to go to Quick Trip.
Yeah.
I hate not having a Quick Trip down here.
They got some good food. I've lived in a lot of states that have like those big chain restaurants. Like Texas has what do they call Stripes. But Quick Trip is just unique. It's like a mini grocery store. You can get steaks there for cheap, and they're delicious.
It sounds. We have Hy-Vees here. That's our closest thing to that, probably.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a gas station, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's a gas station.
Yeah, Quick
It
Trip's
is.
a gas station.
It's a gas station,
But-
but you walk in,
But they have
and
fresh
it's just-
food and fresh donuts and good coffee, and it's like a high class gas station.
Yeah,
Like
you
a
don't see
Walmart
that in a
kind
C
of?
store often.
Mm-mm.
There's
That's
another
cool.
store that I've seen very similar. It's called Bucky's, and it's really cool store. It's like
And they're a chain, and they're all set up that way.
the Bucky's,
like a
yeah,
chain?
and Quick Trip is too. Yeah, Quick Trip is a
Yeah.
chain. I think it's only in the North Midwest area.
Okay.
So, Dagan, the Quick Trip that you guys have down there, so I know there's Quick Trip in Oklahoma, but they're two totally different Quick Trips. The one up in Wisconsin is a different chain.
Yeah, it's
There's
KWYK.
one that's just cute. Yeah, KWY. I've seen those. I've seen that name before.
Yeah.
So, guys, I gotta take a call.
Not around here, but
8:00. Just want to say, Ken, thank you for coming on and hanging out with me. I was super appreciative about hanging out with you on Wednesday, and then you're able to come over here this Friday. It's awesome time. Guys, have a good one. I don't know if they'll be staying on, but after I get off my phone, I'll hang out in the chat.
Appreciate you all.
yeah, we won't
I think
be on too much longer. I think we're gonna.
start wrapping.
Do you want to
up.
end it now, Ryan, or wrap it
Yeah, we
up now?
can.
Or
I just wanted to give Ken the opportunity to say whatever he has to say, positivity
Okay.
or
I'll stay for that. That's gonna be good.
I'm gonna give Ken the floor right now.
Mhm.
perfect.
No, I appreciate you guys having me on and hanging out. You guys are three of the three positive guys. Just people that bring good to the community. I appreciate it about you guys. I've loved getting to know you guys and want to obviously keep getting to know you better, but appreciate you guys having me on. It's been awesome, man. I'm my purpose for being here in this community is to bring some value to others, but also just to have fun and hang out with good people. So times like this, we get to do that. And you guys in the chat, same thing. So I appreciate all you guys.
You set the tone, Ken. Guys like you and Dan C, y'all set the tone of what it's supposed to be like in the community. And so it inspires, guys like us that, we want to be positive as well, and it makes it easier. If everybody was in the community was negative, it would be harder for guys like us to be positive.
Right.
I might not even be a part of the community if that was the case. But, that was the point of the regards Casey from the start, was always to have a community-based group that would be focused around positivity.
Yeah. And that's exactly why I handle things the way I handle them too, because I don't need to be a part of any negativity type stuff. So that does no good for anybody.
It's just a drainer. Yeah.
And it's not even about the
100%. Well,
positivity. Like Ken's a big inspiration as a father, a husband, a friend, just a general human being. Like, a lot of us, myself included, look up to Ken for what he does and what he provides to the community. So we're very honored to be a part of your life.
100%.
Yes.
Well, trust me,
nice.
that's likewise, man.
People
I
like
look up to a lot of you guys too.
People like you, Ken, and Dancy and Jay Cruz give people like me inspiration to want to keep doing this.
Yeah.
I've had times in this process, and we've just started really, but there's still been times where it's, I second guess myself, but people like you and nights like this where we all get together and have fun like this makes me want to continue to do it. So thank you, Ken, for everything you do.
I would say subscribe to Ken, but I believe everybody in this chat is already subscribed to Ken.
Yeah. If not, go subscribe to Bluegrass Bearded.
Yes.
Yeah. If you feel so led to do so, yeah, I'd appreciate it.
It's an amazing channel. But absolutely, Billy, as he says, don't forget about Auction Sunday for NF. It's run by Beard Life Joe. Tons and tons of things being auctioned off. I believe about 50 of them. Ken is also heavily involved in making that work, and it's going to be a great time.
Yeah, looking forward to it. We have 48 different, it's 48 or 49 bundled auction specific items. So
that's awesome.
Should be a great time. Some good stuff there. The companies have been generous, man. It's crazy the stuff we had to put together in bundles.
Is that Joe's, right?
That is Joe. Yeah.
Beard Life Joe's.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be on his channel at 8 p.m. Sunday.
Okay.
I love the farm talk. That came up because I was driving to my P.O. box one day and I was talking to Jay Cruz and I was like, here, you want to see where I live? And I flipped the camera around and I literally drive through farms to get to my P.O. box. So he's like, what is all that space out there? Is that a farm?
I can't wait for the day that Jake Cruz goes and visit you in Kentucky and you show him all the backwoods.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to take him out in the middle of a farm and leave him there.
yeah.
See if he can find his way back.
Take him cow tipping.
Right.
Take him cow tipping.
So,
well, yeah, go ahead and shut it down, Ryan.
Yeah, we can.
All right.
Thank you everybody in the chat for joining out and hanging out. Again, thanks, Ken, for joining us tonight. Casey and Walt, appreciate you hanging out with us.
Absolutely.
Thanks for
everyone.
Thanks for leading the show, Ryan.
Yeah, thank you for leaving. Everyone, thanks for coming out. Ryan, you did a great job for your first time. I'm looking forward to seeing you do this more.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to your own channel. Yeah. Yep. That's what this is. That's what I wanted to do this for, is you can come on before you start your own stuff, get used to some stuff on screen here. I think it's a good plan for us to do that. And we'll do this every Friday. So
yeah,
sounds good.
Actually, next week we might be taking a week off. We don't have anything scheduled right now for next week. So unless something comes up this week, I will post it on IG so everyone can see it there.
So Ryan, take it away, buddy.
All right. Oh, you guys have a good night. Thank you. I'll let Ken close it out with his famous saying.
So find the positivity in today. Stay bearded, be blessed. We'll see you guys later.
There we go.
Take care, everyone.
Thank you all. With regards,